Hey there, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt Wyatt. So today's the day that Warner Brothers and DC decided to drop the new trailer for Clayface that is part of the James Gunn's DCU. It's directed by James Watkins, who directed Speak No Evil that came out a few years ago. And if you know that it was starring James McAvoy, they got him to direct this movie. And it's supposed to be written by Mike Flanagan. They took his story and wanted to make this movie and be a part of the James Gunn's DCU. And they also had a co-writer named Hossein Amini. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his last name. I'm not really good with names, but they had him to come in and do some of the rewrites of the script. But they put out the first teaser trailer several months ago. And I will say that I really love that teaser trailer, even though they didn't show us a whole lot, but it gives us the sense of the tone of what the movie is. You have this big movie star who has gone very disfigured and got cut open by the crime bosses in Gotham, and then he tries to go into it under procedure and gives him an injection of a substance that's basically turning him into a shape shifting clay. And yeah, because Clayface is one of the Batman's rogues gallery in the comic books. It's been adapted before in a lot of the animated shows, like a Harley Quinn series, and there's and even we've had a Clayface in Creature Commandos, which it is the same character according to James Gunn himself. That said that that's supposed to be the same character that we're going to meet in this film. And this is taking back way before the events of the DCU film, like the Suicide Squad or Superman or Peacemaker or Creature Commandos. So this is basically going further into the past and knowing his origin story, and it's basically going to have a different tone than what we haven't seen before. And I'm glad that they are dropping this trailer now during when we're about a few days from Comic-Con, and especially that DCU needs a win, especially the fallout for Supergirl's box office failure, and it had the big mixed receptions. It was very divisive. I'm one of the people that really enjoyed Supergirl. You can go and check out my review on the channel if you haven't already, but I was one of the people that really enjoyed it. I know not everybody did, and that's unfortunate. And this is one of the DC films that really tanked at the box office. And right now, DCU needs a big win. And I've said this a while ago that if Clayface turns out to be a banger movie, and if the upcoming HBO series Lanterns, which is going to be coming out in about a month, if those two projects become a banger, then the conversation will change and people will forget about what happened with the fallout for Supergirl. And especially when James Gunn's already filming his next DCU film, Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow. They're already far into production right now. And I just hoping that, fingers crossed, that James Gunn can stay on as a studio executive, because there's a chance that he may leave, because in the second half of 2027, that's going to be his last year in his contract. If this Paramount and WB merger starts to happen, if it happens, I don't even know if James Gunn wants to stay on for many reasons. But anyway, enough of me yapping. I can't wait to watch this full trailer and get us a sense of what the story is. So I'm going to start right now.
Show me. Show me. Do you realize? What do you want, Mistaken?
I want my life back.
I know you. You're famous.
It's a tragedy what they did to him.
Boo. Ooh.
I'd like to volunteer for human trials.
This isn't cosmetic surgery.
Even if it kills me, I'll be better off than I am now.
Yeah, here it comes.
Matt.
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm okay. I feel great, actually.
I have no idea what side effects you'll have or how to treat them.
Ooh. Ooh. Yep.
The seatbelt sign is on. We're in unknown territory.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God, no. Oh. Oh. Oh, they're going to show a lot of graphic scenes in this movie.
What's happening to me?
If you're harboring feelings of anger, you need to let them go.
You want to know how I feel? The people I trusted betrayed me. The justice system failed me. They stole my career, my money, my life. I'm a monster.
Damn, full of clay. What a great visuals, I will say. Damn. Oh,
I have no idea who you are.
oh, oh, yeah, they're really hiding all when he shows his shape-shifting form. Yep, that's the official full trailer of the upcoming DCU's Clayface. This trailer is a banger. It's definitely one of the best trailers of the year. This is a sign that we need a win for DC. And like I said before, that I said earlier before I went into my reaction, if this movie ends up being a banger and that the other DCU project from the HBO series Lanterns, if both of them turn out to be banger, then where DC is not in trouble as what people are saying they are because of the fallout for Supergirl. People are going to forget all about it. And if we have a banger, two banger DCU projects like Lanterns and Clayface, it will change the conversation. It will completely change the narrative. Now, judging from this trailer, it looks like it's given off the tone like you see in the Matt Reeves' Batman movie. It gives off the tone a little bit more of a Joker vibe from Joaquin Phoenix that came out back in 2019. It does have that set of tone. And I believe, if I remember correctly, originally Clayface wasn't originally supposed to be connected to the James Gunn's DCU. Well, they are now making that movie canon to the James Gunn's DCU. And if you would have told me a while ago that this was not connected, I would totally believe it. But I will say that I'm digging the tone. I'm digging the actor who's playing the character Clayface, and I think that he's got a lot of potential to get an Oscar nomination. It is a possibility. There's going to be some scenes in there that are going to be very graphic that they cut out because this is not a red band trailer. If this were a red band trailer, we would have seen a lot of gory things in the scene, especially on the plane when he's looking in the mirror and he's seeing his side effects of his face, disfigured face, and he's using a little scissors to cut out the eye, cut out part of his eyeball. Oh my god. I was afraid that they were actually going to show this in the trailer, but apparently they didn't. They saved that for the movie itself. And according to the test screeners that went to the test screening for this movie, that this is going to be the very most bloody, gory, graphic film in the DCU that you haven't seen before. And I have a feeling that they're not joking. And it's got a lot of positive word of mouth from the test screening, so that's a good sign for Clayface that this might be another win, and hopefully that it will change the conversation, that people would stop freaking out about it, about where the DCU is heading. Because as long as you put out a lot more banger DCU movies, then we have nothing to worry about. But if these projects from the upcoming DCU, like Lanterns, Clayface, and even Man of Tomorrow, if those things turn out to be stinkers, then DCU is in trouble. But as of now, I'm not ready to say that DC is in trouble because of the one box office flop from Supergirl. I think that's ridiculous, especially we only had one movie that became a miss for most people. And like I said before, I actually enjoyed Supergirl more than most people. Unfortunately, not everybody did. It didn't win them over. I wish it did, but that's unfortunate. But we still got more the stuff to come, and that hopefully that those movies will be a banger. And I guarantee that the conversation will change. But I'm digging the tone. I'm digging the vibe. Now we get the sense of what the story is about. That this character got through a procedure through a substance that will create him to get his face back on track to become a movie star again. But the side effects is that he's going to be full of clay. And also he is a shapeshifter too. This is the start of his origin story, and he's fueled with revenge. He also not only he wants to be back to being a movie star, but he also wants revenge on the ones that made him physically disfigured of all of his face. And it does come off a little bit of a Joker meets The Substance movie. It does come out with that vibe that are rolled into one. And you know what? I'm loving it. I cannot wait. This could potentially get an Oscar nomination. Maybe. I could be wrong. It all depends on how the film is going to be executed, and that I think that this movie is gonna be very successful because it's coming out in October, and this is around during the horror season of Halloween, and especially that most people are going out to see horror movies. And this movie's supposed to be done on a low budget, so I have a feeling that it's gonna make its money back. But that's my thoughts on the trailer. I'm very excited to see this movie. It's now one of my most anticipated film of the year. I think that this is gonna be a win. Fingers crossed that they can deliver, hopefully. But anyway, what did you think of this official trailer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did it increase your excitement or did it not? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you know when my videos are up. If you like this reaction, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. And if for those of you who don't know, I have a second YouTube channel called Small Zero. I co-host alongside with Ryan Cam and 3D Jake. It's a collaborative YouTube channel where we cover everything in the world that goes around the world of movies and TV shows and trailers and so on and so forth. And this Sunday, we will be covering the events of the biggest news for Comic-Con. I know that there's going to be a lot of news coming. It may not be as big as we thought because most of the big news have already dropped earlier, like Avengers Doomsday and even Clayface itself. But let's hope that we get a lot of big news that we can cover for Small Zero. Go over to that Small Zero channel and hit that subscribe button and help us continue to grow the channel. We would really appreciate it. And if you want to follow my social media platforms, I'm very active on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Click the link tree in the description down below as well. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you're from, and stay tuned for more of my content.